Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video here on the Psychosin project today. Now usually obviously I do my reviews and all that for you, but I thought I'd do something a little bit different, sort of branch out the channel a little bit, as it were. Should have thought of a better way to open this, or thought of what I was going to say before I'd done it. But today I found a sort of website that's just giving 100 random questions or things to do, which sounds a bit dodgy really. I thought I'd sort of go through them and answer them, and yeah, it's mainly because I'm not getting many albums through at the moment to sort of review for you. I know there's been some big releases, but I haven't got the money to buy them at the moment, so I haven't been able to get around to reviewing them. So I thought I'd do this just to give you something to keep you going until either I do another video or I think of something else to do. And you know, maybe this will give away some more about myself. And for those wondering, yeah, it's an old school Slipknot shirt. I still like them, although the last two albums have been somewhat, well, shite, to be honest with you. But enough of that. Let's get into these, shall we? Let's get these questions up. Grab the nearest book to you, turn to page 18 and find line 4. Well, the nearest book to me right now is Clive Barker's A to Z of Horror, which I found in a random bookstore, like second-hand bookstore, last year, I believe. Turn to page 18. Line 4 is here. While we're talking about horror's appeal, may be an appropriate spot to discuss its enduring popularity. Fair enough, from the master himself. Stretch your left arm out as far as you can. What can you touch? The door, because quite literally there, about here-ish, I don't know if you can see that really, but about just past there is the front door to my flat, because this is where my laptop is currently set up, so that was a little bit useless. Before I started this survey, what were you doing? I was watching Black Friday, funnily enough, on YouTube. If you are indeed interested in alternative culture, or especially if you goth as well. Although if you goth, you probably know Black Friday is, and are already watching her. If not, go check her out. She's absolutely awesome. I have to thank Attic Ghost for introducing me to her and for me to actually finally get round and watching her videos recently. What was the last thing you watched on TV? Black Friday, funny enough, I just said that. Without looking, guess what time it is? 10 to 5? Now look at the clock. What is the actual time? 10 past 5. Okay. With the exception of the computer, what can you hear? I live on the seafront, so I am hearing the sound of the seafront along with kids and other people sort of wandering about and being in various states of drunkenness, because I'm near a slightly rough pub, let's just say that. When did I last step outside and what was I doing? Yesterday. I stepped outside yesterday. I was going to the local shop to buy a load of junk, to be honest with you. Did I dream last night? Possibly. I can't remember. Do you remember your dreams? Apparently not last night's one. Sometimes I've had some really goddamn weird ones. I had one last week that involved me being in some weird action film thing stroke horror with 3 people who I have not spoken to or really been friendly with for a good 2 years, so that was strange. When did you last laugh? Well, apart from a moment ago with this, probably watching one of the Black Friday videos, so about half an hour ago. Do you remember why? What? I've just answered that. What is on the walls of the room you are in? Many posters of either bands, women, if women in bands, before you start thinking less of me. There's gig tickets, there's things that I've had signed by bands when I've interviewed them, and a lot of gaming, along with figures such as, one moment, well, I've got stuff like that because I am a bit of an uber geek, and yes, that is Jason from, I think it's Friday the 13th Part 2. Obviously it wouldn't be Part 1 because Jason's not in it, spoiler. Well, not in that anyway. Gosh, where did I even get that from? That might have been from Australia, I can't remember. Anyway, yes, that is what is on my walls, along with a couple of Street Fighter figures, and just general posters. In fact, you can see what's on my walls, along with that quite awesome sort of Hellraiser Pinhead print thing, which I've got a Poison Ivy one and a Harley Quinn one as well. What is the last? Oh, what do you think? No, let's go in number order, shall we, Ron? Seen anything weird lately? My face. What do you think of this quiz? It's a quiz. I don't know what to say at that. What is the last film you saw? Last film I watched, because I was really in the mood for it, was The Warriors, the cult 1970s film about the gang from Coney Island who get blamed for the murder of Cyrus, who's like the owner of the biggest gang, and have to fight their way back. Really awesome film. If you've never seen it, can't recommend it enough. Although it does have some moments of true 70s-ness to it. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live? Australia. Don't know how well I'd do there. I have family over there. My granddad lives over there, and I'm really useless in heat, so I probably wouldn't do too well over there. But just something about Australia. It's about as far away from where I've been living most of my life. Well, the country I live in most of my life, for all of my life even, as I can get before I come back on myself, unless I leave the planet. So there we go. If I became a multi-millionaire overnight, what would I buy? Several things. Some people know that I would like to start a record label. I would also like to sort of buy a venue, like run it as a sort of general metal stroke bar pub thing. Like the places in London, there's a couple of good ones in there. The Devonshire Arms comes to mind, along with the World's End. But the World's End really is insanely expensive for its drinks, because I remember going there a few years ago. No, sorry, about 10 years ago. Asked for a JD and Coke, and a single JD and Coke cost me about a tenner. So yeah, maybe nowhere near as expensive as that. And I would also hire Fear Factory, The Birthday Massacre, and a few other bands just to do a bit of a mini festival in my back garden. Because if I had the money, I'd do it. If you could change one thing, tell me something about you that most people don't know. Oh, there's a bugger. Most of you know that I'm a fan of Radiohead outside of the metal spectrum, so that's not really that big a thing. Something about me and most people don't know. Even though I may belie some confidence, or come across as somewhat confident on my radio show and on here, I'm actually quite a private person. I know that may seem a bit weird, but I don't like people knowing too much about me. He says, answering 100 random questions about himself on the internet. Anyway, apart from that, yeah, really. Oh, and there's the obvious for those who are new to the channel. I can't stand Metallica. If you change one thing about the world, regardless of guilt or politics, what would you do? Remove all racism, sexism, any ism there is, because it's all bollocks. It's all hatred that just does not need to be there. And really, I sound so like hippie-ish, can't we just get along and love each other? But yeah, and remove dodgy hair pieces from a certain president. In fact, just remove that president, but that's me. And technically I can't really have a say on that, because obviously I live in England. Although with England, let's just get rid of Theresa fecking May. Do I like to dance? No, because I dance about as well as a ruptured duck, to be honest with you. And yet I still attempt it after I've had a few, so there you go. Would you ever consider living abroad? Absolutely. Does your name make any interesting anagrams? Does Ronnie make any interest in anagrams? I'll leave that for you guys to come up with in the comments section. Who made the last incoming call on your phone? A fecking call centre. Last thing you downloaded onto your computer? It might have been Skype. I think it was trying to get Skype to work, because it decided to kind of crap itself overnight and decided to stop letting me log in. Last time you swam in a pool? Many years ago, because I can't swim. Type of music you like most? Metal. Type of music you dislike most? It's kind of 50-50 between pop and R&B. With pop music, it's become so vacuous and so controlled by companies that it's just soulless now. Whereas when I was growing up in the 80s, there was good pop music. I'm not really arguing that it can't be good pop music. It's vacuous. Like R&B, I've never liked. It just all sounds like one incredibly long, incredibly boring song. I'm okay with hip hop. Some hip hop anyway. I'm very specialist on that. But when it comes to R&B, it just bores the absolute crap out of me. Am I listening to music right now? No. What colour is your bedroom carpet? Brown. If you could change something about your home without worry about expense or mess, what would you do? Get rid of my neighbour. Basically, because I kind of enjoy living alone, having someone who lives next door in a room where the walls are like literally thinner than paper, causes a few fun issues and makes me a little bit nervous about doing my show and that every now and again, because I'm like, am I going to bother him and all that. What was the last thing you bought? Biscuits. Have I ridden on a motorbike? No. Would you go bungee jumping or skydiving? No, not in a million fucking years, as I have a severe fear of heights. Do I have a garden? No, I live in a studio flat, so definitely not. Do you really know the words to your national anthem? I never claim to. I know the words God Save the Queen, and that's about it. If you're unaware of England, we're not very patriotic here. And if you are patriotic, you're generally some kind of weird racist, and therefore it kind of puts us down on trying to be patriotic here, because all the patriotic people, for the most part, are sort of skinhead types, and it's a bit of a messy situation. What is the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning? What's the time? And can I sleep for another 7 years? If you could eat lunch with one famous person, who would it be? Devin Townsend, because I think it would be a laugh and yet incredibly interesting. Who sent the last text message you received? I think it was a job agency, actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was. It was Brook Street, the job agency. So, you know, cheers for that, guys. It wasn't even a good job. It's like a call centre job that is nowhere near where I live. Which store would you choose to max out your credit card? Can we count Amazon as a store? Let's go for Amazon as a store. What time is bedtime? When I decide to go to sleep. Have you ever been in a beauty pageant? No. How many tattoos do you have? 6 currently. Want more. All my tattoos at the moment are all band logos. Next question: if you don't have any, have you ever thought of getting one? Already got them. What did I do for my last birthday? Bugger all. It was literally 4 days ago, and Invo, I sort of arranged an event. People had to cancel for this, that and the other, and unfortunately my birthday is on the 9th of June. There's a certain big festival over here in the UK for metalheads and all that happens on the 9th of June. Thank you, Download. Do I carry a donor card? Nope. Who's the last person you ate dinner with? My ex. Is the glass half... No, yes, it was my ex, sorry. Is the glass half empty or half full? I haven't even got glass in here. I generally try to go for half full. I'm not very goth or, metalhead of me, but you got to be optimistic sometimes. Farthest away place you've been? I've actually been to Australia. I was 6. I was 6 and I didn't really go outside much. I spent most of it on I think it was the original Atari. So there you go. Last time you ate a homegrown tomato? Never. Have you ever won a trophy? Does PlayStation count? Are you a good cook? No. Do you know how to pump your own gas? I don't drive, but I imagine you'll be alright. If you could meet any one person from history or current life, who would it be? Now, many of you are probably expecting me to say the singer of Fear Factory, and I would love to meet him, but I've already met him. I met him in 2006, so I would go for either Marilyn Manson, Trent Reznor, or Devin Townsend on that one. Have you had to wear a uniform at school? Yes. King Edmund's school, it was a white shirt, green tie, and it looked terrible. Do I touch type? Possibly. I just type. It's possibly. What's under your bed? All your nightmares. Do you believe in love at first sight? Yes, because it's kind of happened to me. Didn't last, but it's happened to me. Think fast. What do you like right now? Chocolate. Where were you on Valentine's Day? Here. Probably right here. I was possibly recording a video for YouTube, actually. What time do I get up? I'm currently unemployed, unfortunately, so I end up getting up around midday, which is really quite bad. Name of your first pair? Truffles. It was a Yorkshire Terrier, and she was lovely. Here's the second to last person to call you. I bet you there's another call centre. I've got to have to look now. Second to last person. Oh no, it was my friend Natalie. Hi Nat. What do you think about? Oh, sorry. Helps again. I'm losing myself on there. Is there anything going on this weekend? Yes, every Sunday. Funny enough, there's a little thing that goes on thatmetalstation.com. What's the name of it? It kind of happens between 2 p.m. GMT and 9 a.m. EST. It starts. Oh yeah, my radio show, the Psychosin project. How are you feeling right now? Optimistic, kind of plodding along, as it were. Really. What do you think about the most? That's a dangerous question, isn't it? Being happy would be nice. Being happy, getting all my bills sort of paid so that I'm comfortable again. Getting out of here, because to be honest with you, this flat's not great. And just sort of getting to more gigs, really. What time do I get up in the morning? I swear I've already answered that. If I had a big win in the lottery, how long would you wait to tell people? I wouldn't tell them. I'd only tell certain people. I would tell them by saying, hey, we're going to so-and-so a gig, or hey, or send them stuff from Amazon or whatever as a big thank you for sort of sticking around and wanting to know me for this long. Who would I tell first? Oh, there's a bugger. It'd be between Joe, my ex Natalie, or I'll say my ex Natalie, she's actually a good friend of mine still, or Emma Salter, who has been an absolutely fantastic person throughout my life. So, or Benedict, otherwise known as Attic Ghost, over there in Germany, because I would literally just say to him, hey dude, I'm coming over, we're going to some gigs, are you up for it? Also, if you want, I will wear a fake beard to match with yours. Anyway, what was the last movie that I saw at cinema? I think it was Alien Covenant, and unlike 90% of the world, I liked it. Do you sing in the shower? I don't have a shower, we've only got a bath here. But when I have had a shower, not really. Which store would you choose to max out your credit card? This is repeating questions. Should have kind of checked this. But again, Amazon, HMV, whatever. What do you do most when you're bored? Watch YouTube, play the Xbox, play the PS4. What do I do for a living? Apart from the radio show, trying to arrange interviews with bands, etc. And obviously, speaking to you guys here on YouTube. When I'm bored, what I do for a living is sort of admin, officey stuff. You know, it pays the bills, you know, when I've got a job. Do I love my job? I haven't got one. What did you want to be when I grew up? Strangely enough, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a computer programmer, and I was sort of on the rails to do that. But unfortunately, I went onto a college course at South East Essex College, which was supposed to teach this. Yeah, the teaching was some really, really basic crap for about 2 months, and then we never learned anything else on it. So I kind of lost the passion for that. Then I went to front a band. I've done that now. I'd like to front another band, but nowadays I would like to front a band, be a successful DJ, and like I said, record label person, owner really, successful record label owner I should say. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? The male chicken. It's disgusting. How many keys on your key ring? That many. What kind of car do you drive? A fantasy one, because I don't drive. What are your best physical features? My eyes, when they're open? I don't know. My best characteristics. I try to be me. I try to be honest with people. I try to be friendly to everyone. And yeah, I don't know, you guys tell me, people who know me, I really don't know. If I could go anywhere in the world on vacation, where would I go? Australia. What kind of books do you like to read? Kind of things to do with music, surprisingly enough. Music and video games, kind of the main two loves of my life, as it were. What would you want to retire to? Oh, where would I want to retire to? Australia again. What is your favourite time of the day? Night time. I know, goth answer, but there you go. Where did I grow up? Watchford. How far from your birthplace do you live now? 45 minutes away. What am I reading now? That question. Are you a morning person or a night owl? If I'm working, I could be a morning person. Otherwise, night owl. Night owl. Can you touch your nose with your tongue? Despite the size of my nose, no. Can you close your eyes and raise your eyebrows? Yes, I can also do that. That's freaked some of you out. Do I have pets? No, not here, although I do want them, but my mum and dad do. So I can class them. They're 3 Yorkshire Terriers named Lulu, Arthur and Molly. So there you go. How many rings before you answer the phone? Don't really wait for it, to be honest with you. I just answer it whenever. If it's on my mobile, it depends if I want to speak to the person. What is your best childhood memory? Probably get the Commodore 64, because that was my first proper computer. I was like, yes. What sort of different jobs that you've had in your life? I have been a chef, I have done admin, I have done data entry, I've got a full SIA licence, meaning I can do security, which should be looking into, because I wouldn't mind doing security for a couple of gigs in London. And yeah, I've done a little bit of weird stuff, to be honest with you, like all over the place job wise. Any really exciting things that you would like to share? I'm trying to get this YouTube channel on course, so I'll get more videos out, but that kind of depends obviously on what happens with the releases and all that. Apart from that, nothing's really new in my life, to be honest with you. What is most important in life? Enter Conan the Barbarian quote here. Apart from that, friends, music, and enjoying what you love within reason, depending if you like something dodgy. Yeah, and just basically trying to enjoy life and be confident in yourself. What inspires you? Music. Music inspires me, and films. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is 100 random questions that I've gone on for 20 goddamn minutes. Thank you very much for watching. I hope some of this was of vague interest to you anyway. I will be back with possibly another review, possibly some other kind of video. I don't know, depends how the mood takes me. Feel free to check out my Patreon if you would like to. The link is there and in the description if I remember to do that. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. You know, the usual YouTube thing. If you subscribe, press the bell next to the subscribe button so you know when I've got new videos coming up. I'll try and do more videos more often now. I know I say that every video, but some things sort of keep distracting me, and the last 2 weeks it was literally a lack of releases that was sent to me, and I had my birthday thing going on, so I was trying to work out what was going on with that. Anyway, thank you very much for sticking with me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.